Maybe a lot of people didn't want to do core today. All right, well, we've got some stuff to fit in the next 30 minutes, so let's get rolling. We're just gonna get like a quick little core warm up first, quick, and then we're gonna get to it. So come on over to your mats, and we're gonna hit cat-cow. So on all fours, we're gonna arch up and then sink down low. Hey Melissa, the song that's on is by the same people that do our favorite song, our Bat Crazy song. So sink up and down. We're gonna pause down low, pinch your shoulder blades together, and just kind of let your belly hang. Now we're gonna push up to the top, hold. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, but remember to breathe. Go ahead and just like rock your hips back and forth. So like in PT, they call this like wagging your tail. Back and forth. Who else joined? All right. Hi, Sarah. All right, guys. Let's get to it. Oops, forgot my notes. Be right back. So what we're gonna do, kind of the same process that we did last week. We're gonna do timed sets. So your repetitions does not really matter. What I want you to think about kind of is form, more so than repetitions. So we're gonna go for time. We're gonna be kind of flipping back and forth. So we're gonna do like a move where we lay down on the back, working the front core. We're gonna do some planks, hovers, and then we're gonna do some back exercises. So core is considered everything really from shoulders down to your knees. So we're gonna kind of work it all today. What you're gonna do, your first 3 exercises, your first one is a cross crawl. Anytime we're on our back doing like crunchy type stuff, I want you to think about soft fingertips by your temples and elbows open wide, okay? So we don't want to clasp the hands behind the neck or anything like that. So here, your cross crawl, you're just gonna go back and side to side. It's almost like a bicycle. You have the option to kind of take your back down to the mat in between sets. Totally up to you. And then I'm going to quickly show you the next move after this. So I'm just going to let the timer run. 30 work, 10 rest. We're going to flip over for some hovers, and then we're going to kind of go through the sequence. All right. So I'm going to do the best I can to give you as much information as possible, but I do want to kind of seamlessly get through the sets today. So your cross crawl is going to be first. Ready? 30 work. And then we're going to flip over to the front for a hover on the elbows. Ready? And go. So fingertips, elbows open wide. We're going to cross. Option, you can take your feet down to the floor each time, or you can let your feet hang up at the top. It's totally up to you. This is your first set today, so I want you to make sure that you are getting nice and warm. Belly is staying drawn in. And we're breathing. 2, 1. We're going to flip over for our hover. So it's like a plank, but we're on the elbows. You're going to go knees or toes. Top of the shoulders down away from the ears. You're going to drop your hip back and forth. So come up to your hover, hip back and forth. You can do the same thing from the knees. Just sway your hips back and forth. Top of the shoulders down away from the ears, belly button drawn in. We're going to stay on the floor. You're going to spread your knees apart, press your heels together, and do back extensions. So soft fingertips by temples. Pinch your heels close together. Lift. No contest as to how high you lift. Just pinch in between your shoulder blades. So you're squeezing your buns too. So this is your third move. We're gonna go back to the first move in 5 seconds. So onto your back for your cross crawls. Fingertips open wide, shoulder towards opposite knee. And go. Shoulder to opposite knee. Chin is kind of tucked in. We're breathing. 15 seconds left on this one. So we're going through these exercises 3 times, okay guys? I think I failed to tell you that. 2, 1, flip over, hover on your elbows, hip dips. Knees or toes, and go. So you're just rotating your hips back and forth. So remember, option, take it down to your knees for the same moves, okay? Two, 1, belly on the floor, heels together is optional, okay? We tried it the first round. Back extensions. Fingertips by temples, and lift. All right, so press your belly and your hips into the floor. Now option, you can always go hands up to the side to help you out a little bit. Fingertips on the floor. In 5 seconds, we're going back to our cross crawls. 2, 1, last time through. On your back, cross crawl, fingertips by temples, elbows open wide, shoulder to knee. Go. Again, there's no contest as to how many you do. So make sure that you're breathing. If you want to take it a little faster without taking your shoulders back to the mat, you can. 8 more seconds here. 2, 1, flip over, hover with hip dip. Elbows, shoulders down away from your ears, belly braced. Dip back and forth. Nice and controlled. Woo-wee. 3, 2, 1. Belly on the floor. If possible, knees open wide. Heels pressed together. Back extensions. And go. You get a little rest after this round, guys, or after this set, okay? Seven seconds to go. 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Take a second. All right, so that was 1 cycle through. We have 3 more cycles to get through. Let's see. All right. So what we're gonna do next is one of my favorite Frogger moves, and I'll show you that in a second. And then you have a side hover. So it's like a side plank. You're on your elbow. And I'll show you options for that in just a second as well. So first up, we're gonna do our Frogger move. So we're gonna go like crunchy position. Hands are gonna reach in between your knees. You extend limbs out and tuck them back in. Okay? So we're gonna hit that for 30 seconds. You're gonna pick a side. For a side plank on one side. You can go legs long. You can go knee bent underneath. We're gonna do one side and then the other. 30 seconds on each side, it's gonna add up. We've got our Frogger first. So those are your moves for this round of exercises. Frogger first, on your back, crunch up, reach in between your knees. Ready, and go. So tuck in, extend, and tuck back in. We're breathing. Extend your legs nice and long. Option, you can tap feet down to the floor if leg extensions long are not your jam, okay? Low back stays close to the floor. 2 and 1. Pick a side for your side hover. Now you can make this as fancy as you want to. Ready? Go. These are your only side hovers today, so if you want them more challenging, you can pick up your top leg. You can kind of go up and down. You do have our 3 rounds though, okay? 10 more seconds on this side. Remember, your option is to take this knee underneath, but try to lift your hip off the floor. Top of the shoulder stays down away from the ear. Go ahead and switch sides. Side hover, the side you haven't done yet. 30 seconds is a long time on one side with one arm. So do the best that you can, guys. We're breathing. Keeping this bottom shoulder nice and stable. Neck in line with the spine. Back to the Frogger. Take 10 onto your back. Frogger move. Tuck in. And go. Low back stays close to the floor. Eight seconds to go. 2, 1. Side hover. Pick your side. Remember your options. And go. Top of the shoulder down away from the ear. So we don't want to be like body way down away from the elbow. We always want it stacked on top, all right? Three, 2, 1, switch to the other side. 4 more things to do in this round, guys. 4 more things to do. Lift off. Top of the shoulder, down away from the ear. Nice and safe, right? We're drawing the belly button in. Squeezing all through the midsection. Woo-wee. 3, 2, 1. On your back for Frogger. Last time through, guys. 3 sets and you get another break. Tuck in, reach for your shoes, extend, tuck back in. Ooh. 8 seconds to go. One. Side hover. Does it make it easier if I sing the moves to you? And lift off. Makes it easier for me when I get to sing it. Keep breathing, guys. 6 seconds. 2, 1. Whew. So this is your last side hover for the day. Lift off. We're breathing. Woo-wee. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Relax. Quick shake out. Roll out the shoulders quick. All right, 2 more rounds to go. All right, so what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna show you your moves quick here. We're gonna kind of cycle through them, just like before. 30 work, 10 rest, 3 times through for 3 exercises. Here we're gonna go, lay on your back again, fingertips overhead. So you're gonna press your fingertips hard into the floor. Now option, you can extend one leg at a time or 2, but do keep your fingertips pressed hard against the floor. That's going to wake up your top abs, okay? And the leg extension is gonna work your lower abs. And then we're gonna come up to a high plank this time and go knee to elbow. So high plank, knee to elbow, as best you can, side to side. And then you have flutter kicks. So you're gonna lift off, flutter kicks. So on the back first, fingertips up overhead. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Fingertips firm. Extend one leg at a time, or extend both. Your home base is knees 90 degrees. So we're not gonna tuck way in. We're gonna keep knees 90 degrees as your home base. Press your fingertips firm to wake up your top abs. I promise it works. 2, 1. Flip over to your high plank. On your hands, same rules apply. Top of the shoulders, down away from the ears. Belly braced. Knee to elbow. Nice and slow and controlled, okay? This one's not quite a race. I want you to feel your core working. So you're doing like a little baby crunch to the side. Option, you can always tap your foot to the side instead of hang your foot, okay? 2, 1, on your belly, long legs, flutter kicks. So point your toes, squeeze your butt. You're doing the work from the hip. We're not just bending the knees, okay? So work from your hips, upper body's relaxed. Press your hips firm to the floor, squeeze your butt extra hard. Five more seconds, and then we're on our back, fingertips on floor. Flip over, on your back, fingertips overhead, leg extensions, 1 or 2. Fingers hard, and go. I want you to use all the force you can as possible. Press your fingers hard into the floor. You're going to feel the top of your abs wake up. The harder you press. Flip over, high plank, knee to elbow. Go. Again, you can always tap that foot down as needed. Seven seconds. 2, 1, on your belly, flutter kicks. Upper body's relaxed. Squeeze your butt, long legs. Kick them, go, go, go. Imagine pressing your hips hard into the floor. Nice long legs. Remember, we don't want to just bend the knees, okay? So leg is moving, one long lever from the hip. One more cycle through. 2, 1, onto your back. Fingertips overhead. Press them hard. You know the drill. And go. We're breathing as you extend the legs. Low back is staying glued. Well, I shouldn't say glued. Low back stays close to the floor because we want to maintain a neutral spine. Belly button's drawn in. Press your fingertips hard. Keep breathing. Flip over. High plank. Knee to elbow. Ready? Go. No contest as to how fast. I want you to really think about your core. What's moving? What are you feeling? Flutter kicks. Come to your front. Nice long legs. And go. Squeeze your butt. Gotta do some math and figure out how much time we have left. And 1. Awesome, relax for a second. So we're gonna go, I'm trying to think how to split this up. All right, so what we're gonna do is 7 sets of work to the finish line, still 30 work, 10 rest. We're gonna do 3 rounds of jackknives, back to back to back. And then we're gonna do a modified little core yoga flow towards the end. So 3 rounds of jackknives back to back to back. Those are going to be long legs, long arms. Reach them together as best you can, okay? You can always go alternating limbs. It's up to you. 3 rounds of these back to back, and then I'll show you our final move. Ready, and go. Oops. Go. I'll make sure we start and end on time. So extend, Reach as high as you can. Extend. Reach as high as you can. Now, option is to bend your knees if the long legs are not your jam. 3, 2, take a break now. I messed up the timer. We're gonna stay for jackknives 2 more times, all right? Do any variation you want, knees bent, long legs, hand to opposite limb, totally up to you. And go. Nice and controlled. Belly button is drawn in. So your jackknives are, I would say, the more intense moves to the finish line. So we're gonna flow for the last couple sets. Take 10. One more set of jackknives. So be as strong as you can on this last set of jackknives. We're gonna do some yoga-ish moves with some core to the end, but not as intense, all right? Woo-wee. 4, 3, and relax for just a second. Your final moves of the day. What we're gonna do is hit a high plank. So high plank. We're gonna go down dog, one hand, reaches to opposite leg, back to plank, back to opposite leg. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of that, and then I'll show you another one before you're done. I know. Ready? And I'm gonna take what I just said back. We're gonna do this move 3 times to the finish line, okay? 30 work, 10 rest, 3 sets to the finish line. I don't wanna have to stop again and show you more. So high plank to down dog. Hand reaches towards opposite thigh or shin. Plank, reach. Plank, reach. Now option, you can go plank on your knees and reach one arm in front instead of back, okay? So if that high plank is too much, 2 more sets of it though, okay? So option from your knees, reach one arm out in front, okay? That's your option. Good job, guys. And one more time through, and then you're done, all right? Ready? Let's go. Is it last 30 seconds? If you want to repeat any of the moves that we've done today, if you prefer to finish on one of those moves, you can. You got 15 seconds to the finish line. Two and 1. Relax. Done, done, done. Roll out your shoulders, back and forth. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, guys. Thanks for being flexible with me at the end. I kind of like snuck those things in. If you have any questions, pop them in.